But first, the American people are sending a message loud and clear. Read the health care bill. In a new Fox poll, 92% of Americans say members of Congress should have to read legislation before voting on it, even if it's thousands of pages long. But that's not all. Americans also want transparency. In another poll, 83% of Americans say legislation should be posted online before Congress votes on it. Congressman Greg Walden is fighting for a 72-hour review period for all bills in the House. He joins us live, and he brought us a little reading material. What do you got there, Congressman?
Well, let's see. 1,420-page national energy tax, cap and trade. Here's the health care bill, 1,026 pages. Right? 1,026 pages. We had 14 hours and 43 minutes before the committee voted on the bill.
How about for the cap and trade bill? How
cap and trade bill. We had 16 and a half hours. This is the cap and trade bill. This is the one that passed last day. Had the 390-page amendment filed at 2:49 in the morning, the day we voted on this. This is outrageous. See why people are angry?
Yeah, no, before I even get to the third one, tell me how this works. So the committee comes out with the bill in the House, and they say, okay, we're going to take it to the floor and vote on it.
So it goes up to the Rules Committee.
So you got to grab it between the committee and before it hits the floor.
Right. But it goes to a separate committee, the House Rules Committee. They decide the terms of debate. They decide what amendments will be allowed. And frequently what will happen is you'll have a 390-page, think about half this, about 400-page amendment to this bill that then is combined, but there's never a combined document. They may put it up online, but we're voting a matter of hours after that.
What's the third one?
The third one is the so-called stimulus. So it was 1,073 pages, 12 hours. Now, Speaker Pelosi said we'd have a minimum of 24 hours.
Well, even that's insane. I mean, you got to sleep in the 24 hours. It's not really 24 hours.
And you know the real issue here, both parties have operated Congress like this for too long when they've been in charge. We need to change the process. Brian Baird, my Democrat colleague, literally across the river in Washington State from my home state of Oregon, and I have been, it's his bill. I filed the discharge petition. I've been part of the effort on this. We've got 181 members of the House that say bring the bill to the floor that changes the House rules so that people have the chance to read the bill. You can go to a website called WeThePeopleCanRead.org, and you can track the progress we're trying to make to get members of Congress. It only takes 218. We have 181 tonight who have signed a petition to allow this stuff to be put on, require it to be put on the web. 72 hours.
72 hours is lame. I mean, that's 72 hours. No one's going to read it. Now, why come on? We have 2 weeks.
I'd go for it. I talked to Jeff Eagert, a city councilor in Bend, Oregon. He called me on this process, and he said, you know, when we do a resolution here in Bend, it may only be a 1 or 2 page resolution, but we'll notice it for 1 week, notice it for the second reading. 3 weeks, it takes about 30 days for a city to go through the process so the public has a chance to know how their rules are going to be changed. Congress, we're rewriting the whole energy situation, spending $1.787 billion on the stimulus here, adding to the debt, taking over health care. And you can't give us 72 hours?
I want nuts. 2 weeks. But, tell me,
I'd go for 2 weeks.
Has any member of Congress said to you, no, I don't want to vote for this. I'm voting against it?
Well, now here's what's interesting, Greta.
I want to know who. I want to out these people.
There's a lot of dancing going on right now.
So they're cowards. They won't even say no. They won't say yes or no.
They won't sign the petition.
What a bunch of cowards.
Well, and here's the deal. So what do? A week ago, by voice vote, they said when the energy and the energy appropriation bill, energy and water, comes to the House floor, we should have 48 hours. They instructed the conferees, 48 hours. Guess what happened? Guess what happened tonight in the Rules Committee? They approved the rule, and the energy and water bill comes to the floor tomorrow. 18 hours max if you stay up all night and read it. Last week they said 48 hours.
So the opposing party hasn't even seen this bill. I mean except for on the committee.
It'll be on the Rules Committee website tonight for the first time.
Can you give me who's leading the? Has anyone said no to you? I know you said a lot of danced around, but has anyone said no?
Well, here's the deal. We have every Republican but one, and
who's that?
Well, she pledged long ago never to sign any discharge petition, and so it has nothing to do with this issue.
Give me a Democrat.
So then you have a whole bunch of Democrats. You have 37 that have co-sponsored the bill that would require the change in the rules, and yet only 5 Democrats have co-sponsored this. The only way we get to 218 is if you get another 36 members, 34 members.
Well, right Speaker of the House House Pelosi tell that 2 weeks. I don't even think 72 hours. But anyway.
I agree. Transparency.
Yeah, right.
We the people can read.org. Go there. You can track it.
Thank you very much, Congressman.
Thank you.